Alright, welcome back. As promised, I'm going to do a quick video on programming your BrainCube light controller to your radio, your switch. I'm using a 3 position, so I can have off, position on, strobe on, and then the third position is basically turning the landing lights on with your position and strobes. It's real simple. The instructions make it's very clear in my opinion. I'll post those on the BrainCube Facebook page, and you'll have a paper copy that'll come with your controllers or your light kit. It's real simple. It's essentially all done with the little radial dial. There's 3 positions, 1, 2, and 3. 1 is full counterclockwise, 2 is mid-range, 3 is full clockwise. Position 2 on the dial is your normal operation. 1 is what you need to set it to for the programming to get it into basically the learn mode. 3 will reset everything to a default setting, and then if you want to change presets for the flashing sequences, it's 1 and 3 kind of scrolling up and scrolling down. So 1 would be up, 3 would be down, and then once you find which one you want, you're going back to the 2 position. But I'll run through the basically memorizing of your switch position. I'm using channel 2. I assign the switch to channel 2, and the only thing to note with that is if it's not working, you may have to reverse your channel. I had to reverse channel 2 to get it to work properly. So you turn the radio on, and then you leave everything powered off on the receiver, and then you go to counterclockwise position 1 to start the process. So with that, I'll move the controller down to so you kind of can see the light sequences and everything. So first thing you do, you turn your radio on, get the switch to the off position, and then I'll turn the rotary dial next to your LED to the full counterclockwise, which is your 1 position, and you can go ahead and power up the actual LEDs with the power supply, and then the last thing you do will be turn the power supply to your receiver on. Before I do that, I just wanted to mention that the first flight of the day, make sure you have a charged battery, because it will store your voltages. So if the battery gets to a default memorized preset per cell, it'll cut your battery, it'll cut the lights off and won't run your battery down to damage it possibly. Or if you leave it on for 30 minutes, it will turn the lights off, just kind of like a delay setting. And when that happens, the little indicator will flash 2 times every second, letting you know that, hey, either your battery's low or you've just timed out. And also to note, if you do leave the power supply plugged in, it will draw a small amount, so potentially can damage your battery. So either put a switch or just unplug it when you're done, either flying or done for the day, depending on how much battery juice you have. So switch on the radio is off, power to the LEDs is plugged in, and now I'll just turn the receiver on with the rotary switch in the 1 position. You'll see them flash 6 times, let you know it's going into program mode. They'll cut off. It's storing the off position. It'll flash 1 time, letting you know it's stored the off position. Go to the 2nd position. Wait for the 2 flashes, letting you know it's stored the 2nd position. Go to the 3rd position, and it will flash 5 times with a long pause at the end, and then cut off, letting you know that it has stored that position and it's done. So at this point, if you're happy with it, you take the dial to the 2nd position, lights will cut on. Boom. Now you're done. Just unplug it, and then you can plug it back in. So you remove power. I put the switch in the off position. Now at this point, if you're happy with it, like I said, you put the rotary dial to the 2nd, and then normal operation. If you're not happy with it, you can either leave it in the 1 position, repower it back up, and it'll go through the sequence again. Or if you've really messed something up, or you're on something you can't get to work, you can go to the 3 position, power it up, and it will flash everything, letting you know it's in the default turn power off, and then go back to 1 and start the sequence again. So light switch is off. You'll get a little flash when you power them up. Alright, so your LED come on your controller, but the lights are off. So, what? Oh, my bad. I forgot to plug my power in. See, now it's going into the standby mode, so if you forgot to plug your battery in, or your battery's dead, that's what you're going to look for. And at this point, you can actually plug your LEDs in and cycle 1 and 3 to get the sequence that you want. So let's do this, see if that works. Actually, let's just show you the operation. So I'm going to unplug it, power it back up. Alright, so there's the little flash, the indicator is on. I'm in the 2 position for normal. Now, just showing you how it works with the switches. So there's my position 2. So I got strobes and position. Now 3 would be my landing light. There it is. So you can have your landing lights cut on and off while the rest of your lights are still functioning during the flight. And then when you put your gear down, you want your light to come on. So, or if you want to turn them off, don't want to use them, your battery gets too low, or whatever reason, you can turn them off altogether. So that is the basic setup for your switch, and I'm going to run through the changing of the actual preset programs in the controller for different. It's essentially just changing your anti-collision flashes and how they work to kind of simulate different types of aircraft. So I'll run through that in another video and show you guys that. And like I said, they're listed in the book on what does what. So if you want to change it, you can run through that. But I'll do a video later for that as well. I will post this video on my YouTube page and the Facebook page for BrainCube. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll also, like I said, I'll have the instructions on the Facebook page as well. But till next time, you guys have a good one, and take it easy.